Okay, welcome back, guys. This is example 2. In this problem and the preceding problems from here on out, you're going to see the zeros given to you, and we're going to be asked to write a simplified polynomial function given those zeros. So what we want to do is work the other way and get the factors. So let's think about like x equals -1/2 for a second. Now I want to get that to a factored form, so I want to set equal to 0. So we want to get all these equal to 0. That way we can get our factors. So when we're doing these problems here, some of them are going to have different techniques, but in this problem here, I'd want to multiply each side by 2, right? I want to cancel out that 2 down there. So I'm going to have 2x equals -1. And then I'm going to skirt that -1 over to the left side by adding it. And so it's going to be +1 on the left side. And so now you're going to have 2x plus 1 equals 0. And that's all I can do. That's my factor. So I'm going to go ahead and put parentheses around that. It's going to be a factor. Now let's look at the other ones. This is x equals -3 with a multiplicity of 2. So x equals -3. Well, I'm going to have to move that over and make it positive. So it's going to be x plus 3 equals 0. But it's got a multiplicity of 2. So we want to actually make sure we square that when we're building that polynomial function. There's going to be a square there. And again, that's my factor, x plus 3 squared. And then finally, I have x equals 0. Now, those are the easiest ones because it's just x, right? X equals 0. There's nothing to solve for. It is your factor. You can put parentheses around it, but I'm just going to write factor there for x. And now our task here is to multiply all these together. So we want to multiply your factors. So that's going to look like this. We're going to build our 2x minus plus 1, our x. I'm going to write the x on the outside. And the 2x plus 1 I'll write next. And then finally, I'll write the x plus 3. Don't forget the squared. So we're going to multiply. Let me write multiply to not confuse the multiplicity. Multiply your factors together. Now we're going to have to distribute, use box method, FOIL, all that stuff to kind of get these where they need to be. First thing we want to realize is anytime it's a squared, it's going to be written twice. So I'm going to go ahead and write that twice. And now I'm ready to kind of get to work. And this is really where the hard work comes. You got to figure out what you're distributing. I'm going to distribute that x into the 2x plus 1. And I'm also going to multiply these two guys together. And some of you may know the shortcut, and you're welcome to write that down. This is going to be 2x squared plus x, 1x. And that's that part. I'm going to keep parentheses around the whole thing now. This is going to be x squared. Now you're going to have a 3x double up here. So it's going to be plus 6x. So that rule will always double up. You got 3x plus 3x. So that's going to combine to 6x. And then you got 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Now from here, I recommend using the box method to get your full simplified answer, because we do want to actually have this multiplied together. So I am going to throw this in the box method here. And let's go ahead and write that in there. So 2x squared and x will go along the 2 by 2 sides. We got x squared, 6x, and 9. Looks like everything's positive, so that does make it a little bit easier. And we're going to straight multiply inside the box. So it's going to be 2x to the 4th power. We got 2 times 6 is 12, so 12x cubed. 2 times 9 is 18, so we have 18x squared. 1x times x squared is x cubed. 6x times x is 6x squared. And 9 times x is 9x. So we're almost done. We just got to kind of combine like terms and put it all together. So I have 2x to the 4th power. Now these two will add to, 13, that's a 1x cubed, so 13x cubed. I got 6 and 18 x squared, so those are going to give you 24x squared. And finally, I have my 9x on the outside, and that should take care of everything. And that is my polynomial function. That is my completely simplified answer. I will box that in, and I am done with that problem. So I've written the polynomial with those roots. You go ahead and try your turn to follow. Okay, get this written down here. I'm going to erase it. and try this one. Pause the video. I'll have the worked out solution when you unpause it. All right, you can see my solution over here. Got my my factor set equal to 0, so the 2/5 will become 5x minus 2 squared because of the multiplicity. X is just going to be x equals 0 is just going to be x, and 4 is going to be x minus 4. So if you multiply all of them together, x minus 4, 5x minus 2 squared, and carefully distribute, box, combine like terms, you're going to end up with the following solution over here: 25x to the 4th minus 120x cubed plus 84x squared minus 16x. So if you have successfully done that, you are ready to move on to the next video.